Hey, yo, what's goody, all my beautiful people out there in the tube of the U with your boy J-Nuck over here at Hookah. And today I just wanted to have a little sit-down smoke session with you all and just kind of talk about some topics, maybe talk about life. One of my subscribers, one of my loyal subscribers, Tentacle Revenge, shout out to you, has suggested that it's been a while since I've had one of these with you all. And, you know, he said the reviews are good and all, but we kind of miss your little sessions where you just talk to us. So this is definitely for all of you that enjoy these and just want to have a little sit-down session. So Kanye shrugged. But anyhow, to start off, I am smoking out of my Omar Violonchilla. Got my round hookah tip, round glass tip. Smoking out of my V2 glass Goodfella bowl. Got a nice pure mix of unreleased flavors and rocking my Lotus with 3 Dashini flats. So that's what we're working with. So let's go ahead and commence properly. So what is up, everybody? We've had quite a few reviews. We've had a great start to the year, so that's always dope. Been receiving a lot of excellent feedback from all of the subscribers on content, whether you've enjoyed it or not, or just good feedback discussions and a lot of questions answered. So that's awesome. That's definitely where I want to be at with my channel. I want to make sure I'm addressing everything, or at least the majority of stuff that I could get to and that I can answer, and just make sure overall that it's a positive thing. Something new, well, not really new, but kind of, I want to say the end of last year, we definitely developed a couple thumb downers, but that's all good. You know, it is what it is. If I could do something either annoying or great enough to make you respond and voice your opinion, then I'm doing my job. Not everything is, you know, black and white. There's always controversy, and that's good to have controversy. It provides a healthy balance in the channel. So I'm all for that. You know, hopefully it's not just out of spite or hate, and that it's actually some criticism that I can maybe, you know, better this channel with that advice. But if you're gonna thumb down and you're not just hating, definitely leave why you thumb down or what you didn't like, and then we can address it and then hopefully fix it moving forward. But yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with how 2016 is going so far. I hope you all are having a great 2016. A lot of exciting stuff. What were some of your New Year's resolutions and how are they going? I really didn't have any, to be honest. I just always try to be the best me that I could be, and that's pretty much it. So let's just get right into it. I guess there was a little bit of controversy recently in the Reddit Hookah forum, and I'm gonna get into that. Hold on. I noticed a couple people that comment on my videos were in that forum, and shout out to all you guys. I appreciate your support. And before I get into anything, I don't want to sit here and come off like I'm knocking the Reddit Hookah forum. I know I don't post on there very much, but there's actually a lot of good information over there. There's a lot of good people over there. Wherever you go, there's always going to be haters. I mean, the page that I'm more active on, the Hookah Enthusiasts Facebook page, there's haters, there's trolls. Like, it's everywhere you go. You can't get away from it. So, you know, you come to expect that. But overall, I think there's a lot of great people over there on the Reddit forum. I want to try to familiarize myself over there a little bit better. I didn't know how to work it, man. I didn't think it was very user-friendly, or maybe that's just me being old. But I'm going to try to start posting over there more. Not necessarily posting videos, but just kind of, you know, joining in the discussion on the forums. And like I said, there's a lot of good people over there, and they have a lot of good insight, information. Seems to be very knowledgeable people over there. That's always great. You can't ask for anything better than that in a community as a whole. So, you know, like I said, you're going to run into your trolls, though. And occasionally the trolls are kind of funny. There's a lot of times when they get on my nerves. But for the most part, they're pretty funny sometimes when they're not trolling me. So that's always entertaining. They definitely know how to push buttons, and that's why they're internet trolls, man. They know what they're doing. They're good at what they do. So, you know what? I got a little bit of respect out to you guys. Let me take a puff for you all. But like I said, I was over there recently, and it's because another one of my peers had, hit me up, and they were like, "Hey, man, you should check out this little thread they got going on over there." So, they linked me, and I went and checked it out, and I don't want to say it was disturbing. It definitely wasn't disturbing, but it was interesting to see what the thread was about, and pretty much the oversight of it is they were talking about reviewers getting paid to do reviews for companies. Now, this has to be broken down for sure. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do today. Or tonight, depending on when you're watching this. So, straight up, I will let you know, to the best of my knowledge at least, reviewers are not getting paid to do reviews. Okay? So, I can understand the concern with that. People would think, oh, well, you got paid to do this review, so of course you're going to, say it's it's an amazing product, yada, yada, yada. And I see where you're coming from with that, because that's cheating the viewer. That's cheating the consumers, the people that rely on your word and watch your videos. You're cheating them out if you're just giving a good review because you got paid for it. Or even if you're not getting paid because you got free stuff. Now, I can't speak for all reviewers. I really can't. There are some that do abuse the system, and I'll give you that. But you can't generalize all the reviewers in this category as some of the abusers. There probably would be people that would take money and just say, hey, this is a great review. But most of those people, I don't think they're going to be well-established reviewers. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be somebody that's big in the community, that's a well-known reviewer, that has built their reputation on their word. And the way that happens is you guys, you determine if a reviewer is good or not. You make or break all of us. If we review flavors or products and then you purchase them based on our reviews and you find the same result, then you're going to keep coming back. You're going to subscribe. You're going to enjoy our content. And, that's what it's all about right there. Now, why does this even come into question? The fact that reviewers, getting paid or whatever for reviews, like, how is this even a concept? You say to yourself, well, if they send you a free merchandise to review, that should be payment. And really, it's not. And I'm going to break down why. So as a reviewer, when I get a product, let's say, for example, I get a bowl, and I kind of broke this down on the Reddit Hookah forum. So if you read this, and I apologize for being redundant, but for those of you that didn't see it, if I am to get a hookah bowl to review, a company comes to me and they want me to review it, you got to remember, I'm using my own coals, I'm using my own tobacco, and I'm doing this to review the bowl. I mean, now I do enjoy smoking hookah, don't get me wrong. But for example, I'm not a big fan of Vortex bowls. So if a company wants me to review their Vortex bowl, then it almost becomes like, not necessarily a chore, but it's something that I really don't enjoy. That's not the way I want to smoke my hookah, but I'll still do it in order to review this product and get the information out. Now, side note, me personally, whenever I do reviews, I try to be non-biased. What I like to do, for example, if it's a tobacco flavor, I will say, hey, I'm not a big fan of this, but if you like things like this, this, and this, then you'll really enjoy this flavor. So that's not me endorsing a product. That's just me explaining it to you and saying, hey, if you like these types of flavors, then you'll love this. That's all that is. And I feel like there's a stereotype, or not a stereotype, but I feel like a lot of people want to see black and white, and a review is not black and white. You don't have to bash a product in order to give it a negative review. There's another example I have of the Cloud Vitria Bowl. I reviewed it. It was a prototype that came out initially, and I didn't like it. There was something that I didn't like about it, and I voiced it in my review. And I said I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't too excited about it, but I did understand the concept of the bowl in general as a whole. And I like the concept of it. I like what they did, but just there was, you know, some changes that they needed to fix. Well, not less than a month later, Cloud listened, not just to me, but to everybody, and they fixed the issue. And then they re-released it, sent it to me, and I re-reviewed it and gave it a great review. Now, why would I not give it a great review? I mean, they fixed exactly what I felt was wrong with the product. They fixed it. They listened and they fixed it, and now it's a good product. So I'm going to give it a good review. It's not because they sent me a free item or anything like that. You know, I gave my critiques. I even contacted Reza about, you know, my feelings about it, and the issue was solved. So, you know, a lot of people also say like, oh, well, you didn't bash this flavor. You all, like 90% of your videos, you like every flavor. Let me tell you something, okay? If I don't review it, it's either because one, I don't like it, or two, I just haven't got to it yet. If I review it, I'm going to review what I like because I want to enjoy. I enjoy doing this. Half the reason I enjoy doing this is because I like it. You know what I mean? I enjoy smoking hookah, so why not review it and give you all an honest opinion on it? So yeah, 90% of my videos, I am going to like it. And let me tell you how I go about deciding what I'm going to review. I either review what I like, you know, or what I think I'm going to like, or I review what's hot, what's the hot topic. And that's, you know, that's where it comes into my enjoyment. That's how you should know it's authentic. I'm doing this out of enjoyment. And if it happens to be a flavor that you wanted to know about, you're curious about, then excellent, I got you. That's why I always encourage people to watch more than one reviewer, because my palate's not going to be the same as every other reviewer. And they might like a flavor that I don't like. And if I never review it and you want to see it, you need to tune into other reviewers so you can see, you know, different opinions and different flavors. So we don't all have the same palate. Back to the tobacco aspect of it. Let's say I got chocolate, okay? A chocolate flavor. And I don't really like it, but there's a lot of buzz on it. And I review it. I will say something like, if it's a good chocolate flavor, if it's accurate, I will say, you know what, this really isn't for me. This is not my forte. This is not something I would normally smoke. I probably won't revisit this. But if you enjoy chocolate flavors or milk chocolate, you're going to love this. I just happen to not like milk chocolate. Now, that's just an example. I love milk chocolate. But, you know, that's how you can be objective about it. And that's why companies choose to send certain reviewers more stuff for free. Because they appreciate opinion like that. It's a professional opinion. You're not sitting there saying, oh my God, since I hate chocolate, this flavor sucks. Like, that's an inaccurate review, because, you know, in actuality, this flavor could be awesome to people that do like chocolate. But just because I don't like it, I'm not going to bash it. And that doesn't make me fake or phony. It just, I'm giving you an honest opinion, and I'm evaluating the flavor, and based off what the flavor is and what it's similar to, I'm going to suggest it to people that like those things. So that's just something I kind of wanted to clear up. I see a lot of people, they feel like if, you know, you don't like a product, you have to bash it, and you don't. You can be professional about it. And that's why you see some reviewers with a lot of success that continue to have new products to review, that continue to get things from companies for free, because they offer professional opinions about it. And it's not just, oh, since you gave it to me for free, I'm going to say it's awesome, because that's not the case. And, you know, I just wish that people would understand that when they talk about, oh, well, a reviewer shouldn't get paid, you should be happy that you're getting it for free. I am happy that I get stuff for free. Don't get me wrong. And I do enjoy what I do, or I wouldn't be making these videos and reviews. But you got to understand, not only does it sometimes take my own materials that I got to provide, my own tobacco or my own whatever, the most important thing that I invest in these reviews is my time. Time is money. You know, I have 2 jobs, and I still try to find time to make these reviews. So I'm not saying feel sorry for me, because I chose to do this. But at the same time, you can't deny that time, you know, time is not money, because it is. You know, that's your time you're spending on recording the video, testing the product, editing the video. Now, I know I haven't been editing lately, but it still does take time to review a product properly. So you guys got to understand, whenever or when you visit the idea of a reviewer getting paid to do reviews, it's not for a positive review. You're simply asking for compensation for the time you're investing in, testing this product out, period. So, at this time, I don't think anybody's getting paid to do reviews, but I could definitely see that in the future. If a reviewer has a big enough following, regardless of whether your product is bad or good, you want somebody with that type of following that has the audience and the ear of the community to review your product. And if it's bad, then you want to make those improvements on it because people are watching. So I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing for reviewers to get paid for reviewing products. You may have a different opinion, and definitely please voice that in the comments below if you disagree, and we can definitely have an adult debate about it without, being immature and getting into a shouting match online. Like, that's just ridiculous. We could definitely all be adults about this. But then you're definitely going to have, it opens Pandora's box for people to abuse that. And people will say, take payment just for a good review. But that's why you got to do your homework and make sure the reviewer that you're watching has been honest from the jump. And that's the way you know that you'll be getting a genuine review. But like I said, going back to the thing you got to remember, at least for me, I can't speak for other reviewers, but most of the time I'm going to review something that I like because I'm going to smoke what I like. That's how I am, when the camera's off. I smoke what I like. I don't just smoke anything or smoke something that I don't think I'm going to like. So you got to understand that too. But again, that's why I always stress, I've never said just watch me and me only because, my opinion is the only one that matters. No, I always stress to watch other reviewers out there because you need that variety, especially if you're one that likes to try many different flavors and you may not necessarily have the same exact palate that I have and you like some things that I dislike. You need to watch, other reviewers, in addition to make sure you can get that information. You just got to know, I think you can tell when it's genuine. I think you can tell when a reviewer does this out of passion and does this because they love what they do. They love hookah. I think you can tell versus when somebody's just doing it to get free stuff. And the way people are just trying to get free stuff, I get it in the comments, or not comments, but I get messages all the time. Hey man, how do I get free stuff? How can I get free stuff? Well, number one, you enter a contest if you want free stuff. I started doing this on my own dime in the beginning. And, I guess I'm good at what I do. So people recognize that and they want me to review their products. So they send it out to me for free. Again, on the topic of paying reviewers, like I said, I don't get paid. But I think eventually in the future, we're moving towards that. And I think that's good. I think that opens up, career opportunities for reviewers to be able to do this full time and be able to invest more time and money into doing this when they're getting properly compensated. But that's just my 2 cents. I definitely want to know what you all think. You could disagree with me. That's fine. If you disagree with me, feel free to thumb this down. If you agree, thumb it up. Whatever. Or you don't have to rate it at all. Just leave it in the comments below what you think. And, we don't have to be immature about it. We could just have a nice conversation about it. So I hope you all enjoyed, this little discussion. I know it was kind of lengthy, but I am aware that some of you do appreciate these videos, so that's who I'm doing it for. If you were expecting a review here on this video, I do apologize. This is just kind of us having a session together. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about too in a future video like this, leave it in the comments below and let me know so I know what to make the next video like this about. I think I'm just going to title these Real Talk, Hookah Session Real Talk. And you'll know what to expect from now on when you see that titled, when you see a video titled that. So if you don't want to tune into it, cool, don't tune into it, and then just wait for a review. But I do have a lot of reviews coming up, so be on the lookout for that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I'm going to take a couple pulls, and then we're going to go ahead and peace out. Bet you thought I was going to take you out properly with that one, huh? Man, this is really good, by the way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I will take you out properly for sure this time. Hopefully I see some comments and we can have a good discussion. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all your support. Please know that it is definitely appreciated. And if you want to see more things like this, then, you got to let me know in the comments below like Tentacle Revenge did. So I appreciate that, buddy. This was definitely for you first and foremost, and then definitely for everybody else as well. So thanks for mentioning that to me and reminding me of these little sessions that we haven't done in a while. So appreciate that. Hookah Session Real Talk out. I'm going to take you out properly.